Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing a market analysis update on Zilliqa and going over a very important support level that we absolutely need to hold. So if you're new to the channel and you want to show some support, please leave a like and subscribe. So we have this general zone ranging from 2.5 all the way up to 3 cents, and really we have this first initial low on the week of June 13th that is holding this level as support. So we need to see this continue. We need to see further support being held on this level because it is such an important area. If we go back to 2018, we can see how this was support in August of 2018. We had this first initial wick down to this level. It held and we bounced pretty significantly off of this from about 2.3 up to around 4.7 cents. So then we came back down and we consolidated, holding this level as support for the following few months, right? We had support being held in September as well as October. And then you can see we broke below this. We came back below this and then flipped it, right? We flipped it from support in 2018 into resistance in 2019. We had this first initial rejection in January, and then you can see just a few months later, we had another rejection here in April, and then finally this last rejection here in June. So basically we had support being held for a few months, flipped it into resistance in 2019, and if we go back all the way to 2020 as well, we held it as resistance. It was resistance in June, it was resistance in August, and ultimately when we broke above this level, that kind of led us to new all-time highs. So currently we do have a wick down to this level. We are bouncing off of this, so that's a nice sign. It's a positive look. We do want to see this continue because if we're starting to lose this level as support, it really opens up the window of opportunity for the bears to take down and bring us to some of these lower levels of support. Because if this level is to be flipped from macro support into macro resistance, it could play out similar to these prior bear markets where ultimately it took basically 2 years for us to reclaim it, right? This was 106 weeks. So if we're starting to lose this, it's a pretty big warning sign. If we just go back down to the lower levels from here, we can see the next logical area of support is this level around 1.5 cents, right? This was the level of support, the range low of this consolidation period. It was also the range low of this consolidation period in 2020. So if we're starting to lose this area in orange, then I'm expecting a retest of this level of support at 1.5 cents. I really do like this current bounce off this low. We are seeing it up around 40%, so that is a positive sign. We want to see further continuation, right? We want to see a move back up, preferably taking out some of these levels, such as the one at 6.6 cents. This was the consolidation period in February, just briefly before making this new all-time high. So if we're starting to come back up, maybe we form some higher lows, that would be positive, but ultimately just starting to trend back up to some of these higher levels and valuations. There's another area at around 7.8 cents. You can see that was resistance for the few months here in the early stage of 2021. We do want to see an eventual retest of that level, and if we can start reclaiming those levels at 7.8 cents and then ultimately 6.8 cents, then my expectation is a continuation back up to some of these higher valuations towards these all-time highs. But I think that's going to take a while to play out. We obviously do need Bitcoin to be bullish for Zilliqa and altcoins in general to trend back up to some of their higher valuations. And I think that Bitcoin is at a pretty key level here around $20,000. It's starting to bounce back up a little bit, so that is a positive sign. I do expect, I've been covering this on my Bitcoin analysis videos, I do expect some sort of relief or recovery bounce back up to maybe $30,000 in the next few months. But it is going to be a pretty important thing to watch out for Zilliqa. And again, we need to see this level in orange hold. Again, it is around 2.5 to 3 cents. And that's basically the level that if we lose, then I'm going to become a lot more worried. I'm going to become a little bit more bearish, and I'm going to be starting to target some of these lower valuations, such as this support level at 1.5 cents. But my expectation is, again, maybe some consolidation and a move back up, as I do think that Bitcoin is due for a bounce. So that's the end of my Zilliqa analysis. I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I will see you in the next one.